Hi! Hello everyone, it's Ginteresting Conversations with me, Matt Reid, and we have had two fantastic ones so far. If you did enjoy those, do let us know in the live comments. Don't know why I went all camp there. No reason, just let us know in the live comments. No need for that. Well, thank you very much for tuning in again, and we've got an absolutely wonderful guest for you today, the star of stage, screen, and adverts. Still counts as screen, doesn't it? But yeah, it's still quite the star. Fantastic comedian and a lovely man. But before we get to the interview, and I'll just let you know that this is free, it's absolutely free. But if you do and if you can offer any kind of cash, there's a donation page that will come across the bottom. We'll show you a video for that any second. There it is. Look at that. Oh God, it's like technology knows what it's doing. If you get us a single for 5, double for 10, or treble, because we're in Newcastle for 15, it's cheaper than that normally in Newcastle. Or you can order the table any amount you want. If you just want to drop us a couple of coins, as if we're Victorian urchins with our cap in our hand. God, I hate asking for money. But there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's just bloody time, isn't it? I'm going to introduce you to one of my favourite comics that's ever worked the circuit. Please go wild. I mean, I can't hear you. For Mr. Johnny Vegas. Here he bloody is. Hello, Johnny.
Hi, buddy. How are you?
Not bad at all. How are you doing?
Okay. Not bad, you know what I mean? I suppose, like everybody says, all things considered.
You've got to consider quite a lot when you ask somebody if they're all right today, don't you?
I know. It's one, but yeah, weird one. Emotional day, because we've stopped deliveries and stuff, and we'll be doing PPE and other bits. But yeah, it's been emotional, and I'm not. I'm emotional, but I'm not an emotional person. You know what I mean? I'm not one for wearing it on your sleeve.
No shame and emotion, Johnny. No shame at all.
I can't lie. It's just it's been a day of reflection.
Yeah. So who have you been delivering to?
Pardon?
Who have you been delivering to?
No, but I don't want to get into it. Like we've been doing like people self-isolating, a lot of PPE stuff later on. As it became apparent that wasn't available, and just different people finding different people. You know what I mean? Everybody going right. Who can do that? And it's been probably the most organised I've been for ages. It's you know what? It's been totally outside of the like showbiz bubble, and it's been lovely, which is really something, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm the same.
There's certain elements that I've just not missed at all.
Yeah. What's the best part about being out of the showbiz lifestyle for the time being?
Well, I was never really in it, was I? I was just that person.
I mean, you were definitely in it more than I am.
I was, I felt less of Captain Sellout.
Captain Sellout. That's a good. Imagine if you're in the army and that was your surname, and that was your rank.
I spent Compton. Oh, you always get on the panel show. You always gonna need tea bags.
Well, we'll get you on the show.
It's been a weird one, mate. If I'm totally honest with you, you know what I mean. But it's been a good experience. So today's been the wind down one, and it has got back to that stuff of like it's things around the house. I unpacked loads of photos, you know, like old photos of me, my dad and stuff.
Yeah.
And I've been making the house a home, you know, putting up pictures.
Oh yeah, that's lovely. I mean,
because for years it's looked like a really crap sales house. You know, when they go in and they go, "Oh, imagine the couch you could put there."
I often imagine the things that I could put places if I could.
Yeah, that you'd like to have rather than the things you old.
I mean, look at me, look at my guitar. Can't play it. Never have. The hand-me-down shawl that everyone in the northeast's got. Whoa, beauties.
Still looks good though. Done it leaning against the wall when folk come back.
Oh, it's handy. I mean, because my girlfriend is like an awful lot of women made of ice, and it's like if the temperature drops below tropical, then she needs about 7 blankets and a onesie and socks and shoes. So that thing's magical. It's like something. It's like Gandalf's cape or something. Just fine.
I'm not just going to warm you. I'm going to cover you in tradition and love.
Traditional cross-stitched love.
Yeah.
That's not that, isn't it? What's that? Crochet and cross-stitch. I don't know. I'm not a craftsman.
You know when you're hammered at 3 a.m. when you wake up and go, "Now look at this. I'm going to take you through the story of." I'm going to tell you the story of basic warmth.
Who do you what are you drinking?
I'm drinking. It's a tropical mix.
A tropical mix.
Well, I call it Lucasade Tropical.
Lucasade Tropical.
So it's vodka, Lucasade Tropical, and water.
All right, so you just don't mention the fact it's got vodka in. You just say, "I'm drinking Lucasade Tropical."
No, obviously. I mean, that much vodka, and then the rest is just, you know, for taste.
For taste.
For taste, you know, people can.
I'm on Monkey 47 gin.
Monkey 47. How's that? Where's that made? How's that come about?
Well, it's actually.
I have a mate who works for Liverpool Gin, and I could set you up with some proper decent stuff.
Oh, Liverpool Gin is delightful as well. I have tried Liverpool Gin. It's lovely, really good. In fact, they've got haven't they got a bar under one of the? It's in a basement bar where you can go and to make the gin themselves. Yeah,
I've got to be honest. I ruined myself on gin years ago as an art student, and it was one of them. As much as I love gin, and don't tell me there's a more refreshing drink than gin and tonic.
Exactly.
But if you get hammered on it, it was the one drink that next day where you go, "I don't think my life's going to plan."
What was it Dylan Moran said?
Yeah, you know, the next day, the fear.
Oh yeah, the anxiety hangover from gin is like more
Gin can be beautiful. Whereas gin and vodka.
Yeah.
Gin and vodka just gently wakes you up and goes, "But you are shit."
You already knew this?
You knew. Well, why do we have to? We're not going through this again. Okay. That dishwasher won't pack itself. Come on.
Well, hang on. We've got there's a technical thing.
Do you know what I did? My local priest was a bit poorly, and he's a cracking guy. However you feel about religion. What it was, I dropped him off some of that because I'm not a gin aficionado. You know the Sipsmith.
Yeah.
The one with the swan in the ad.
Yeah, I know Sipsmith. Eh?
Dropped that off, and then next day I found out he'd been taken into hospital, and you're going, "Oh, have I just done something?"
You just put the priest up.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Did you?
God's watching you, you know. God's watching you.
I left it with all the different mixes, some fresh lemon and lime and everything, and I'm like, "Look, I know you've got loads of women in the 60s looking after you and dropping off food, but you know, you might fancy a gin."
Yeah.
I got a text off you going, "It's nice gin." That, and the next thing they're going, you know, Dave's in hospital, and you're like, oh, what have I done now?
It'd be great if you found out that he just went outside and he just started offering everyone out.
Please
You
don't
got, come on then!
He fell off the altar.
Well, we've got a question from Colin May here. Have you knocked out a cracking work of art during lockdown? I mean, it's a brave sentence.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's like no euphemism.
No, exactly. Is that what you call it, mate? Well, it could look like a Jackson Pollock.
No, I had a conversation about this with someone where you go, you know, you're in lockdown. I've got to be like, my lad's in next room, but he's got his headphones on, so he's not listening. But you know, you go, is there anything more tragic than sorting yourself out and then turning off one of them stroke lamps and going, good night then? I live alone. Memories like the corners of my mind.
I think anything with a volume, if you put porn on a volume over 6, then you're definitely lonely.
As I buried my hand into a sock that I knew was due for the laundry basket, I wept.
This is such a moving story.
It's good to share.
Not everything. I mean,
there's just an added sadness with a stroke lamp.
Yeah. Stroke lamp. Looks like you're going even faster, I imagine.
Yeah, there's not even a click. There's just a good night.
We've got another suggestion for Jim.
If you better hand across it. But no, what was his original question? Sorry.
The original question was, have you knocked any works of art out during lockdown?
I'm gutted, and two reasons. I've got I've had stuff ready to start painting.
Yeah.
But what superseded it as basically my life, the room to my left there, I broke out all the artwork I've collected over the years, and I've been mounting and framing, and I'm a bit OCD, but I've been getting like loads of family pictures and stuff on the walls. And I've set myself a thing of going, once that's done, you can start on your own crap.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, once you've got other people's up, it seems less arrogant if you put your own stuff up, doesn't it?
Yeah, because then you go, does it justify a place on the wall?
I know you're a potter yourself. You're very good at the pottery.
Yeah.
In fact, I didn't know.
I've got clay. I've got clay ready to go, and I'm dying to start making. And we've had difference of opinions. He might not be aware of it, but I've got to admit, I've enjoyed the your man on Channel 4, you know, the art club.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, what's his name? I'm getting to that age now.
Oh, what's his name?
The ceramicist. The award with everyone, you know. I've really enjoyed tuning into that, and there was a bit where he went, and we've all got loads of cardboard, paint on cardboard. I've stored loads of cardboard, and I want to make a sculpture with it at the end.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, no, I do, but that's how lame I am.
So you've been busy being nice as well, haven't you? Grayson, is that him?
Grayson Perry. Sorry, sorry, that wasn't on purpose. That wasn't a dig. Yeah, Grayson Perry.
The old Grayson Perry Johnny Vegas rivalry flaring up again, everyone.
Who's ever had the time though to spend this much time at home? And you go, if you've ever had ambitions of doing out, you know what I mean? Break it out, do it, go with it. We never go. It's an horrendous time. So anything that sounds like you're making light of it, I'm not, but I'm going. You'll never have this time again.
Mm-hmm.
Months at home to break out a paintbrush or do whatever you always, you know, that work always got in the way of.
Yeah, and on top of that, you can't not make light of it. If you just sit here and think about it and cry all day, it's no fucking good either, is it? You know what I mean?
No.
So I've got a friend of mine, Luke Smith.
Not when you're stroking your lamp.
Yeah, exactly. Just at you and the lamp. My mate Luke wants to know if you're up for a recreation of Ghost. I imagine it's the train. The train.
Anytime. I think my career is like a year away from me just being parked outside Euston Station going, want to ride the wheel?
Is that a euphemism?
I'll have no, it'll literally mean I'll masturbate, yeah. On a potter's wheel.
Sorry about that. Steve Green says, when was the last time drink broke you? Because they broke me once when I was out at the gig once.
Oh, broke you?
Well,
I'll tell you one thing that used to break me regularly, and red wine.
Yeah.
Purely because it dehydrates me in a way that I can't recover. Honestly, I've woke up with a red wine hangover, with all windows wide open.
Yeah.
Frostbite going, I can't be arsed shut it windows. That's what red wine does to me.
Paralysis.
Hangover, because I don't get hangovers as such, you know what I mean? I don't, but last booze that really broke me, and it's the one that you have to turn down the most often.
Yeah.
Tequila.
Oh, devil's piss.
Tequila. They always bring you over and they go, just have one with us. Come on, it's me mates. It's just that. And they're going, no, not doing it.
Yeah.
Not doing it, because within half a second of it, I'm just going to want to throw up.
Yeah.
It don't work for me. Don't like it. And trust me, I've done my research.
Yeah, I've made some horrible mistakes with tequila. Yeah.
Yeah.
My brain and my hands.
The thing with red wine is, it makes me want to ring people at like 4 a.m. who I haven't spoken to for years.
Yeah.
And I remember last time I got really bad on red wine, I rang a mate from college, and I had about 5 goes at ringing it. And then a day later, I got a phone call back from her. And I didn't know, obviously, because I rang her for 5 years. Her granddad was quite poorly in hospital. And at 5 a.m, they thought they were getting the call. And it was just five versions of me going, hey, it's me.
Can you imagine if that was the doctor?
And then I got a phone call back 2 days later going, don't ever ring me again. And you go, red wine for you.
Imagine, what was the doctor like if they thought that was it? Oh, hey, your granddad's not
well. I bet you're chuffed.
Anyone who's got a live granddad, take a step forward. Not so fast.
It's 4 a.m. It's the Vegas hour. And I've decided to dig out this old number. I bet you can.
Welcome to Nostalgia, Johnny.
It's 4 a.m. I'm talking shit. Do you remember that time we snowed? Your parents probably don't want to know about it. I'll try you back. 4 more calls. Shocking.
Jesus. That's yeah, I mean we've all made stupid. Was it
cowboy film, Unforgiven? When you walk past the mirror and you look at something and you go, unforgivable.
there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things drink wise that everyone regrets. Was it Dylan Moran? He goes, gin.
Do you know that would have been better if you hadn't finished the sentence? If you just went, there's a lot of things.
Can't argue that. There is a lot of things.
You trail off from your own sentence. There's a lot of things.
I've got to try and hide my dark feelings on this show. Masking it with laughter.
No, but you briefly went to a place where you go, oh, it's like Event Horizon.
I just keep saying the last I still pissed over.
You went, there's a lot of things that you shouldn't. You went from really opening up into like a public, health and safety message.
Well, I am here to help.
How close can I get? Because the camera, you go, there's a lot of things. That
Vietnam fight.
Yeah. This week on In Hindsight.
Apparently,
we've talked to. Go on, sorry.
Oh no, sorry. There's people giving their worst drinks. Pernod and Black. That's
got me hospitalised. I actually tweeted about that 2 days ago. I stood in a pub with Pernod Black and a wine glass thinking it made me look international. And I got my head kicked in outside the pub. I spent 3 days in hospital.
Wow.
This eye doesn't open fully, you know, in selfies and all that. And honestly, God, and I got beat up. I went to hospital. Brilliant nurse who said, "Where'd you get beat up outside of?" And I went, "Jesters," and she went, "Well, you had it coming then, didn't you?" and
sympathetic.
Honestly, I had to ring my brother.
Yeah.
To say, look, I've got this suspected fractured skull. They might have to operate. And my brother went, yeah, at a party, are you? Yeah, he hated me, my brother. And you going, no, Rob, I'm in hospital. And he hung up. And I got the nurse to ring him back.
Yeah.
And the nurse came off the phone and she went, your brother's a prick. I went, I know, but what's my chances?
Smooth.
And they were all having Sunday lunch next day. Like, sat down eating, and went, oh, it's funny, Michael didn't, Michael's not come home. We've not heard from him now, Rob. He might be in hospital. And my mum turned up. The first thing she did was check me off. She went, oh, he's lost his teeth. And there was a lad in hospital with me. He'd come up to visit his mate and he'd got ill. And his mate had never visited. And he was a smoker and I was a smoker. But I couldn't tell my mum I was a smoker.
I remember those days.
I went, right, if I get my mum to bring cigs for you, oh, it's a shame, this poor lad. I said, you smoke one in front of her and I'll split the rest of them with you. The lad sat there and smoked 9 of them during the visiting. And I'm watching him and I'm going, I'll kill you.
It was already slightly injured.
God, he just chained him in front of me. And you're going, no wonder your mate had visited. It was 7-11.
You've got a lot of, I tell you what, Johnny, you've got a lot of fans in tonight. Apparently on the last leg, I've had a wank over and on, he pissed himself.
Oh, don't. I never knew that was being recorded. I was walking down the road with my mum and somebody had a wank over and on. Somebody else shouted balls deep in carp.
What?
And you have to explain to your mum going, Mum, I don't know what they're on about. And then you're going, oh, it was that bit that wasn't meant to be filmed.
Well, I'll be honest, I've had to explain a lot.
Messing about at the end, trying to wind Adam up.
I've had to explain a lot to my mum. I'm going to be honest, but why people are shouting.
Never had to explain balls deep in carp.
Yeah, and wank over none. Never had to explain that because my mum understands. I just find none sexually attractive. She totally understands. Who doesn't?
The minute you open your mouth, she just puts a finger on your lips and goes, shh.
Don't spoil it.
It's all right.
Don't spoil it, woman.
I understand you find them sexy.
Honestly, you should have seen when I went to say Sister Act. Hell on.
The origin of that story was I was 10 going on 11 and I was taken to visit a nun before entering seminary school. You know what I mean? Trying to be a priest. And this is so wrong on some levels that I figured she's becoming a nun because she's possibly got not much else to offer the world as a 23-year-old. And turned up and she's proper fit. And she gave me a Parker pen.
Fell out.
I know, and she was just like that, like, whoa. She was beautiful. But I didn't wank over her. I hasten to add. But you know the way things that come into your mind when you're just messing about. And then I had to explain to my mum that I'd never masturbated over a nun. But I didn't know this was going to go viral. I did see a bloke put his dick in a carp's mouth. I did see that.
You know what?
Disgusting.
A carp?
He caught a carp and he put his knob in it.
Wasn't David Cameron, was it?
No, yeah. He caught a pig.
just bunts, lads, just bunts.
Who'd have thought on sweet corn?
So
No, that was a proper story. You know, when you go, whoa.
Where was he?
Stuff. Well, you know that whole thing where they got the contents of any man's sex life, you know, would shock you. But anyone who puts themselves inside fishes, or anyone who mechaphiles, they'll just make me laugh. I want to empathise, but you go, you've inserted yourself in the petrol.
Yeah.
Full of the elements of a rental car. It's not right, mate.
Rental as well. What an absolute hussy of a car. That car could have been with anyone.
Again, what happens the day you wake up and you go, yeah, no, she's just a friend, but that car, feelings.
So wake up covered in oil.
I have deep feelings for that. That Mazda.
Oh, Mazda.
It's teasing me. It's teasing me. Come over here, why don't you? Rub yourself against me. Get the key to my petrol cab. I was talking to there's a lad I'm working with, the director, and he shot that Channel 4 documentary, which was all about the Mechaphiles, and the bit where they go to like some motor show and Airwolf is there, and 12 of them, he got on some step ladders and had a wank over it, and 12 of them tried to raise the money to buy Airwolf so that they could use it for sexual means.
That's insane. Imagine what Street Hawk would go for.
He was married to a Volkswagen Beetle, a Sky, but he said she's open to me seeing other vehicles.
Wow.
And he sneaked out of the lot, like they were staying in this lodge, and he nipped out and had a quick one over the rental car.
The rental car.
And the director was filming him, and he went, "But that
isn't that called steambilling?"
Nobody went. We didn't set it up. He genuinely got up at night going, "What's that?"
Do you reckon they did set it up though? They were playing erotic revving noises all day, just on the sly. Vroom, vroom.
Full tank. You could be looking at 3 free Smurfs.
There's some odd people, like. I mean,
I know, but no, I don't look. You don't want to You don't want to mock anyone. There's just certain stuff that you just go. My only reaction is to laugh when a bloke sneaks into a car park and starts ejaculating.
Yeah.
Well, I can't help it. I'm sorry.
Apparently, with all these lockdowns of TV shows, Luke Smith wants to know if we can perhaps get the cast of Ideal together. Speaking of that, we've had one of those. We've had one of your gang on this. The first one by Ben Crompton.
Well, too. Well, you know, we've had we've pitched this, and it's a really weird. Can I top myself up?
Of course.
I'll be like 10 seconds.
You go and top yourself up, mate.
I'll go in and exchange funny looks with my son. He looks at me and I go, "I'm paying the rent."
I was wondering what his dad was talking about wanking over helicopters. Johnny's just going to get some more drink.
Keep your dick away from Airwolf.
Right, now, if anyone expected that sentence in a million years, you keep your dick away from Airwolf, then please let us know that you definitely knew that was going to happen. I'm calling you a liar. Is he back?
No.
That is live from the sound of Johnny Vegas's kitchen, ladies and gentlemen. You'll not get that anywhere else. So let's see what's going on the side there. Apparently, Christina's asking people if they'd rather the wife's body parts tasted of aniseed. I mean, none of this is happening the way I thought it was going to.
I'm going back to Lucas Head straight.
Oh, Lucas.
Third orange.
Yeah. And thanks to everyone that's commented, by the way. Really appreciate that.
But
we do continue.
And you see that sparkling water?
Mm-hmm.
It's like sat in the kitchen. I've let the fizz just go out of it so much so it's not combating with the orange.
So it's just water that
It's just now what you don't want to do at this point is rush it.
Oh, everyone, hang on. Yeah, mixology. Look at this. Look at the way he pours water into that glass.
And then it's just a bit where you go. Now you might be tempted to rush it with you, Luke said, don't.
Oh, heaven forfend.
Sometimes I know for the purists out there, you want to decant your Lucas said before you put it in with your vodka.
Gently. Yeah, there it is.
Well, I'm going straight for it because I bought this from a reputable source.
Well, is it irreputable Lucasian dealers?
I've been hurt.
Well, you buy some out of
in the back. I mean, no offense to them, but you've got home and you're going. There's a strong hint of Tizer to that.
Get Tizer. Bloody love a bit of Tizer.
I didn't want Tizer when it's in one of them. You know, on the chip in, there's a stack of cans and there's 3.
Oh.
You know them. You know them Edinburgh. That like the chippies they're still evident in like Edinburgh. They walk in and they go, and would Sir like a Tizer?
Yeah.
And I improved his choice of pitter.
Have you fixed your kitchen?
No, mate. Oh, did you see that?
No, Alison did though. She wants to know if you fixed your kitchen.
Oh, yes. I was so. First off, I was so lucky with my lad. Someone made me a cup of tea, and it literally 4 minutes just wet off. And the weirdest thing about it was the first thing that went through my mind was, "What have I done to piss the terrorists off?"
Well,
and you're going, "No, you tried, mate." It's rumored on Twitter that you'll get a lad from St. Helens going, "Well, I was in the middle of making dulce de leche." You've immediately lost all sympathy there, haven't you?
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? I'll tell you what, I've gone for the whole bacon during lockdown thing myself. I thought I'll give it a shot because I was bored and I got flour, and I made some brownies and the sunk brownies, and yet nobody cared. Nobody cared.
But you say during lockdown, if you need a wing, go for American pancakes. Same flour, same amount of milk, 1 egg, and I put a massive dollop at end of oh my god, like just cream cheese. And you flip them, the crispy bacon. My lad's made up. It's like that, you know. And you go, bad dad, good dad. That's your American weekend breakfast.
Just showing off.
This. No, I went in and it was like proper. What the has gone on? And I rang Bev. You know Bev, my best friend, suffering assistant. Within about 20 seconds, we were just laughing. And you're going, if I don't laugh, I'm going to have a proper strike. I've blown up the kitchen. Because I bought some dulce de leche online and it was 13 quid.
Really?
For the jar, and everyone went mad at me. So the bloke on Twitter who went, "Oh, it's quite simple. Why don't you just boil it for 9 hours, get drunk, fall asleep, leave it?" Cost me a fortune.
There's no look. If it's not an advert on the side of a fire brigade, it's not a fire risk. Dying for chips, fair enough.
I don't see the fire brigade begging people to make their own dulce de leche, do you?
Exactly. It doesn't rhyme with anything.
If ever the tin had disaster written all over it, it was them tins of condensed milk that you put on the board. And the thing is, I almost blamed my son, but the last thing I said to him was, I've not just left them on, leave them. You know, I'm doing it with a purpose. And I went, can you not smell the burning? And he went, you said, leave him. And he goes,
well,
you're absolutely right. I can't fault you.
oh, it's shit when there's no one else to blame in it, and you realise that
It is that lockdown bit where you go,
especially when it's your fucking teenage son as well that's telling you off, and you've got to take it. Oh
no, he's just going. Come on, let's have the chat you want to have. And you go, could you not smell it? And he went, what did you say? And you go, I know. It's when you're talking to your teenage son, but you're looking at your own feet as you're doing it, going,
yeah, well, you got to your room.
I'm just glad. I mean, that stuff goes off like liquid napalm. You know, it's like I wouldn't know, Dad, because I've never tried to make Dutchy Delect from the lockdown.
So which room you have to destroy next?
Yeah, and how did it work out for you? And you're
going, to know what you mean? I'm not even bothered.
You're going through a crisis. I understand. You had your pinball machine delivered before lockdown.
Yeah.
And you managed to blow up the kitchen.
Well, priorities.
What's wrong with you?
Priorities. You can eat anywhere. You can't play pinball anywhere. Just saying.
Good.
Yeah, you can when he's complaining because he can't have any food in the house, you can tell him that. Yeah.
Yeah, and you go, look, before you criticise me again, who's on the leaderboard?
I'm ass at the top. ASS, that's me.
As bad dads go, look at that. Read it and read. I'll tell you what your problem is. When your first ball doesn't get you before 4 million, you give up. Life will throw you curveballs. That machine has lots of magnets.
Directly down the middle, no chance of either of the flippers hitting.
Yeah. Think of this table like the Tories.
What? Go on to Durham.
Your ball will swerve. It won't feel fair, but you continue.
Yeah, it is.
You endeavour on.
It's a nice bit of kit, that pinball machine, though. What is it? Walking Dead.
You know what I did as well? I got dead lucky. I just met somebody. Obviously, it's behind me. I was looking at buying. I got drunk and I bought a bus in Malta.
I mean, we've all been there, mate.
Proper midlife crisis stuff, this. 7 attempts at getting it back in the country, and the 7th time we got it on a ferry, it caught fire because the mafia torched the ferry.
Really?
Yeah.
Dear Mafia, if you're hearing this, I've got nothing to do with Johnny's testimony. And
Dear Mafia, I don't know why I had to pay Lords of London just to get it off the ferry.
Just when you thought you got the bus out, they pulled you.
Just when I think I'm out, they pull it back in.
What were you doing?
It takes a lot. There's only 2 things that has ever really wound Bev up. One was trying to get my bus back. You know, you go, well, where is it? And Bev's going, you were an imbecile. You bought a bus without thinking of the technicalities of getting it back in the country. You're an imbecile. And the other one was, have you heard from IKEA? And she's like, a response literally was, fuck IKEA.
I see it.
Because you can't speak to a manager with IKEA, can you? You just have to email and go, hi, bit of an issue. I ordered a chair and there's a horse in my front garden.
Yeah. That classic dilemma.
A big wooden one, but I'm not looking to invade Wigan.
I reckon you were inside, like Johnny. No offense, but you're not Dr. Stealth, like. I heard you just gotta get a drink from the kitchen, as if you're playing a fucking drum kit. The kitchen.
No, organisation isn't my strong point.
Evidently.
Hi, speak on why I don't spin plates.
Oh, okay. What's your party trick then? If you can't pick the spin plates?
Oh, well, it used to be. I don't know. Like gigging was
Gigging, yeah.
gigging. It used to be trying to jump the orchestra pit or encouraging folk to catch you.
That's a risk. Even
a big one. And the one day, do you know what? I had one. Honestly, I'm like my dad's age now. Where you go, we're save a bloke's job. There was a guy up in Glasgow at the tram.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to jump it. If you don't jump it, I said, I want a ladder. I want to get into the audience. Because I wasn't used to. I liked gigs where the audience were accessible.
Yeah. I was,
you could stage with them.
Yeah.
And the minute you started doing theatres, there was that distance. And there was a thing of like, we have to behave because we're in a theatre.
Yeah.
And it sort of changed the tone of the gig. So I'd spend a lot of time going, look, please misbehave like you would ordinarily. If they were sat at a table in a gig, they'd give you grief. And I loved, Johnny loved being heckled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was but I basically went, I'll try and jump this pit, and I really meant it. I would have, and if I'd have jumped it, I'd have killed myself. I'd have fallen on. There was so much kit down there.
Oh yeah.
I convinced him to bring out a ladder, so I could crawl across.
Mm-hmm.
And then this theatre company, they were trying to lay staff off, and they tried to lay him off because he said he should never give him the ladder. And he had a tribunal.
Really?
Yeah, and I couldn't attend the tribunal, and I felt terrible. I was like, "Look, you basically saved my life that night because I was determined to have a go at jumping it." But then we found out the theatre that were trying to sack him had booked in about 12 gigs, in other theatres.
Yeah.
And it was like, if you sack him, I'll pull the gigs.
Oof, too shit.
He done this. I know, and you're going. Can't afford to, but I will do because he's done no wrong. He actually stopped this being one of them.
Yeah. Imagine how irresponsible you are, where him getting you a ladder to crawl across the opera pit is seen as health and safety advisory. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but on the night, when everyone's going, do it!
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I got more hurt in St. Helens, and it wasn't that long a jump. And I went, will you catch us? And the irony, he's caught running horses now in the pub. And it was a charity gig. And I ran and jumped. And my fleurs caught a Guinness tap. And it stopped me. I went like that.
Oh.
I got caught on a Guinness tap with my fleurs. And I just went, boom. And I smashed my face in front of the bar. Rolled off. Everyone loved it.
Yeah.
I proper hurt myself.
But the show must go on.
You're trying to get up and you're going, ow, ow. The Peter Griffin thing of, ow, you're just rubbing your knee, ow, ow, ow. And then, 2 years down the line, you get somebody come up and they just punch it in the nose and they go, classic.
What's he like? Severely injured.
I said to me, there's no way I'm catching him. And you go, nobody got a chance to. You didn't get a chance to opt out.
It was clearly, most of it was very much your fault, Johnny.
Yeah, it's one of them where you go, don't just burn all the CCT evidence when we're talking to insurers. You are the wind between my... Oh, fuck no.
I reckon they've still got that CCTV.
Oh, God.
There's probably...
was on tour once. You know Davil Martin?
Yeah, I know Daryl. Daryl Martin is an imbecile that runs Just the Tonic Comedy Club and a good friend of ours.
He is. I great man. I've never laughed harder than when he turned up to be the other half of one of my best men and went, my bag's gone missing, and I just laughed for half an hour. And I don't know why, because it was a really cruel bit of. But we was on tour. We went into. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to do a stand-up set. This is stuff that I don't use it in the set, but
waffle on.
We ended up in this. Oh God, where was it now? You know, like motorway. We went in. We'll get some scran
Services.
He was driving, and we'd had a few, and there was this noddy car. You know, the ones you put 20p in.
Yeah.
In it. And I went, come on, it'd be funny. Just film us in this. And I put the 20p in, sat in it, and I didn't get beyond that. And I'm laughing. Because my weight, it just pulled it over and it fell on me. And it trapped my neck and I couldn't get up. And Daryl just walked off laughing.
I'd have walked off, mate.
And eventually, a member of staff came up and he lifted it off me. And I'm like, seriously, I'm in a lot of pain. And he lifted it off. And he went, thank you. And I went, why? And he went, you've just made our Christmas do. I went, what do you mean? We've got it on CCTV.
Oh, I would very much hate to see that.
And my mate, that was when Jex, my tech man, like the tech lad who did the tour with us, nearly started a riot.
Yeah.
Because he worked out the cheapest thing to eat at motorway service stations was baby food. And he used to eat baby food butties.
Is he fucking Robocop?
They wouldn't eat baby food because he said, look, we sell it as we sell it as underpriced because we understand if you pull over with a kid. So you don't have a baby, you have a Mohican.
Oh, God, that's disgusting.
And then he kicked off over the standard of the bread.
The standard of the bread?
I know. Happy times.
Oh, good times indeed. Someone's asking would you fancy doing the celebrity SES Who Dares Wins?
Would I? Bollocks. Would I? No, it's just stuff you're not cut out to be doing.
It just looks like torture for your and other people's entertainment. That is it. What you're going to do? We're going to hold you underwater for 7 minutes. What?
I'd love. I would. I'd love the bit when you go, "You're shit, you," and you go, "Right, I'll call you names."
At the end, rather.
And then they go, "You've just gone from there to there. You're shit," and you go, "Yeah, your dad didn't like you, did he?" Shut up, you. And you go, no, if we're going to do this, let's do it. I'm not going to sit there and cry because I don't want to be ducked underwater. Your dad didn't like you.
Why do you think you've got a high capacity for pain?
I'd have a proper good go back at him going.
I imagine. I imagine that the episode.
You were big on fitness at school because you didn't have any mates. You were just running away from yourself. All right, we're going to talk. Let's talk. But I'm not going to sit here and go, what did you expect from somebody off a reality show? Did you really expect me to shine?
Did you think I had any talent outside of being on the telly?
All you are doing is slagging off a tax bill.
Right, we've got loads of comments.
You know what? It's 3 months till Panto, so you fill your boots. Go on, call me names if you have to.
Do you think there'll be a Panto this year, mate? Do you think you'll get Panto this year?
I've never done a Panto, and do you know what? Fair play to him. For the craft, no one's ever asked me.
Really?
You know what would happen.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, but that would be a brilliant story.
How many people would lose their eyesight with me chucking sweets?
why Buttons jumped the orchestra pit. So anyway, my jester hat got caught in the Guinness tap. Oh, wait, we've got 8 minutes left. If anyone wants to send us a message.
Hashtag Buttons is on one again.
Just a picture of you like that dressed. all the rest of the cast crying in the background.
Should I jump at kids and 300 kids crying, going, no, you'll get really hurt, you're obese.
Will you catch us, kids?
One, two, three, here we go. If you don't feel it's strong enough, ask your nan to.
Well, look, I was going to throw sweets out, but I'm going to be honest. I've eaten the majority of it.
Right. Who's never seen an ambulance?
Who's ready to go to Thursday clap? Live. Oh.
Who wants 30 years from now to go, I was there, and I was like a stir like a Vietnam vet?
Oh, they'll probably be going on like
come on, kids.
20 years time, there'll be tours of the theatre going, Johnny Vegas still haunts these corridors.
I know. One kid goes on to become a famous Reggie going, I remember mumbling to myself, Johnny, you don't need to do this.
The devil on my shoulder, however.
Yeah. I saw a madness in his eyes, like Andy Dufresne not crawling through a river of shit, just jumping off a stage and really hurting himself.
Get busy jumping and get busy dying.
Andy Dufresne jumped from the stage. Oh.
He nearly made it too.
And for a moment there, truly felt like he was flying. Then came the shrill cry of, get me help, get me help. I think I punctured a lung.
And at the end, instead of visiting you at your boat restoration job, it's just you in a hospital bed.
My hand clenched tighter onto those 3 sweets that had been given to me. I didn't have to the strength to throw him at a man that was already down.
Oh, that would be the best panto ever. So if you do do pantos,
yeah. So if anybody's out there, looking to book someone,
make sure you've got public liability. That's all we're saying. Right, we're nearly done. So if you've got any questions to ask Johnny, get them in now. And there's still a chance to donate if you want to donate. It doesn't. It just goes to help comics like myself and other people who have got literally no income because this fucking virus has wiped out everything.
So everybody's. You know what? It's been the biggest thing every day. Going, well, what's all right? You're sorted, and you go like with this. You've got a mate.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can have a laugh. And you can actually go, like, pay a mortgage.
Yeah.
The vacations and all the stuff where I'm sort of going, the amount of money that he's wanted from me by certain, and you're going, I ain't got it. It's not being able to work. You know what I mean? What do you? So you get some donations, but I'm just to get loads of people going, so where's he in Panto again?
If anyone wants to work Johnny as a panto, I'm his new panto agent.
Yeah,
I will get him.
I've never been a fan of his stand-up, but I'd love to see him just like impale himself on a percussion stand. It's basically Jack and the Beanstalk meets Jackass. Just guaranteed every night until you really can't take it anymore. You see, in it's the way thing is with this where you go like we could talk for another hour, couldn't we?
Yeah.
About I could. Whether you're fed up or not, I don't know. But you know, you go.
Yeah. I'd say. Well,
it's been a real.
I just pausing mid-conversation rather than getting to the end of an interview. I mean, I had questions. I had questions for you. You know, I mean, what's the point in that? No point at all. It was the same with Ben. See, I'm talking to Ben. Me and Ben Crompton.
Oh yeah, but you know, with Ben's just that way. You just go right, go on.
This is the delight, isn't he?
Ben is like letting a rescue dog off a lead.
Yeah. Oh, he's so cute, isn't he?
He makes me laugh like nobody else. He rips me to shreds, but he like, without being corny, he done half warm the cockles of my hearts going, I need somebody like you just to remind me what a tosser I am.
He does it like because he's such a delight, isn't he? And his family's like perfect, ridiculous, absolutely.
You know, he's one of them, and there's only 2 people I've ever met.
You've only met 2 people?
No, but I've only ever met 2 people. That's why he went, I'm going to have a go at stand-up. That I immediately went, I hope you do, because if you can transfer what you are as a lad, on stage, it'd be dead funny.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
I was kind of really concerned, going, come to St Helens away. I'll introduce you, but I'll pretend to be your agent. So if you want someone to step in, but he didn't need it.
Yeah.
You're a funny guy. You know what I mean? It's that thing of going. It's the ones that go, oh, I've always fancied me chances at stand-up. And you go, oh.
It's ones that like stand-up to the point where they go, oh, I could do this.
Yeah. It's like my sister, you know. We're thinking of getting a pub, and you go, you've been on holiday, you've been sat in the pub. It's totally different from running a pub.
You weren't ordering the drinks in bulk.
Yeah. You weren't behind her, and you weren't making the meals, and you weren't doing breakfast for €1 each. Please don't buy a pub.
Apparently you were in Panto, Johnny, for a local theatre, Dixon. She says you were the genie. You made one appearance and it ran over by an hour.
I was the mirror for Steve Prescott Foundation. I said I'd do it, and I voiced. It was like a green screen thing. It was really weird. I wasn't there, and I went. I went to local Asda, and this lad who had just been at the Panto came up and he went, "You just had to go at me." And I went, "Sorry." Anyway, you just told me I took too many sweets, and I didn't. And his dad was stood behind him, kind of going, really, like, you can tell from the eye thing of he thinks he was in that mirror, and you're going, I'm sorry about that, you weren't green. You know what I mean? Don't listen. I'm often I'm in orchestra pits in a lot of pain.
I'm usually dangling from Guinness taps.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just. I was checking it out on you for my own short. I'm not very good at leaping. Anyway, good luck with them 10 pairs of school socks you're buying. Have a good term.
Well, Johnny, that's time. I'm sure we can probably do another one of these before lockdown finishes. But I hope you enjoyed it. And thanks to everyone for.
It's been brilliant, mate. Let's do another one next. You know what I mean? No, get me and Ben on just for a 10-minute. SmackDown like backyard wrestling. I want my revenge.
Yeah, we're gonna have. I'll host a roast battle between you and Ben.
He can't hide his envy of the fact that my lack of talent but being liked has superseded his, and he just wants to break me up into bits. But do you know what was honest, without ending on too much of a. It was totally surreal and it was my mum's funeral. And God love him, he came to my mum's funeral. He hadn't told me he was coming.
Very Ben, that.
And we sat there. I know, but this would make you sound like, but it wasn't. But it was just so, like, odd.
Yeah.
Going to the bar to get drinks and talking to people. And, like, he turned me invisible because I'm at the bar. Your mum's passed away. And people come up and going, is that him from Game of Thrones? And me really begrudgingly going, yeah, but he's no fun to talk to.
Oh, Ben.
I'm appreciative that he's here, and all that. But it really is my day. No, it was. It's so because he's done the. I'm not. He does the. Like the Comic Fest stuff now.
Yeah.
And I know, like, Ben is that lad who doesn't have an ego.
Mm-hmm.
He really struggles with going out and meeting folk at a big fan of your work, and he's like, why?
I know. He's so humble.
Yeah, he is. And you go, well, what, play it one way or the other.
Yeah, he was great though, because I always, if I introduce him on stage, I always go, ladies and gentlemen, your next act, because obviously Game of Thrones is like massive, and he's brilliant. But I just said, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the star of 102 Dalmatians. It's.
Sorry, I shouldn't have laughed that loud, but that's funny when you're going.
He absolutely hates it. And he came on stage, he went, that's right, Matt, 102. What have you been on? Fucking nothing.
Yeah, but you know what? He'll do that to me. But when you go, I much prefer your earlier work. me and Michael sat through Dalmatians and just thought. Michael said you were a tour de force.
So good.
And then he goes, well, what's Michael watched you in? And you go, nothing. My son has completely stepped back and gone, I just have no interest in your career.
Oh, wonderful stuff.
And then all I can come back with is moose shit. Picking up moose shit. Episode 3. I've got to go, Ben. I'm busy. I'm at an empty station where nobody's getting on any train. Bye. Yeah, bye. Bye.
Well, I'm sure he's watching, so if he is.
Oh, God, he's that needy.
Well, someone will have told him he's got.
I guarantee the minute you put this out, you'll get a thing going. I think I was funnier.
I made that show.
No, just share it as a retweet. Really, Ben? Really? Moose shit picker?
Right.
All the best.
Right, well, I'm going to wrap this up. So thank you very much, Johnny. Really appreciate it. And I'll have a word with Ben, and we'll maybe get you head-to-head, and I'll referee you.
It was him that had the idea of us voicing each other over on the DVD extra.
Yeah, he said that.
Like I say, it'll be me going, oh, yeah, you got to be on the panel show.
He said he enjoyed doing it. He's told us he's enjoyed doing that bit.
He quietly resents that he needs to be liked, whereas I just find it surprising.
Yeah, he's a weak man. He's a weak man. Sorry.
He's a weak man and a fickle man. And his talents are limited.
I mean, how hard can it be? It was only a night match.
I know, but all he does is he works with certain directors and swings his dick. But deep down, is he happy?
Yes, actually. So what happened?
I know. Kills me. He's the nicest lad I know.
He is genuinely one of the loveliest humans.
But
Right.
Ben, wind your Ken Loach naked. All right.
Someone's jealous. Right, Johnny, I'm gonna leave it there.
No, I fully agree. Ken looked at me and went, I can't associate socialism with selling tea bags, you know. Therefore, we have no working future.
It's just you in the middle of a really emotional scene going,
Oh, what
okay.
you mean you're leaving me? You don't want a cup of tea first?
What kind of tea you say?
Buy a tea bag with a triangular bag that really allows the tea to flow.
Casper, does they want a cuppa?
Casper, get off them! You've had that cold shower. I bet you'll be wanting a lovely.
Oh my God, Daniel Blake's dead in the toilet. Who wants a cuppa? Hands up. Oh, with the ambulance.
When he checks his brother's money for the bet, you know, and he's going, I want some, but you know, with butcher.
Yeah.
We got any tea bags to go with that, but none of them flat ones, the round ones.
The pyramids, please.
Where's my bird? In fucking bin. Where's my tea bags? In the caddy. They're brilliant. The triangular. You really allow the tea to flow. I've killed your bird, and I'm a bastard of an older brother, but I really respect your choice of tea bag.
Oh, man.
Well. A regular little tea bag factory, aren't we?
Hold your hand out.
You know what? Do you know, it is. That's my favourite. Whenever I've like gone out with someone, you're in a relationship and you watch Kes.
Yeah.
And there's bits you start laughing at. And you go, the scene in there, and I proper read up on it, and it was like he told them like they weren't going to get caned. You know what I mean? We're going to pretend to cane him, and then the guy in it who was a teacher, he went cane him. So that lad who goes, fuck it. it's so genuine.
Yeah.
And the lad at the end, when he starts crying with that, please sir, I've just brought a message.
Yeah.
He really is. He's seen that they've all been it. And you go, when you're going out with someone and they're going, how can you laugh at that? And you go, because that's exactly how I remember being at headmaster's office. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
and it is a bit of like, oh, yeah. He does that when he goes, I think he calls him you fucker under his breath.
You big fat cat. Fat bastard.
Oh, that. You big fat get. You want milk?
You want milk? That is the best. One of the best scenes in any film. The PE lesson in Kes is.
Oh, and they all putting the football results underneath it. You know, the Man U this and you know Brian Glover really so close didn't do it. Wasn't going to do it. He had proper ruined his knee in a wrestling.
Really?
So that bandage was all for real. He was like, I'm not fit for purposes.
Get down, Casper, and for my next trick.
I got. We were in over in Ireland at Kilkenny Festival.
Yeah.
And there was only me and Peter Kane who got it. Where I was going, I'm free, I'm clear, I'm all that. And at one point, you know the bit where he goes, can I have a go at that? You know, I'm playing the game. And he smacks him. Get on with match. And I go, I'm clear. And Peter smacked this lad. And I was the only one up pitch laughing me head off, you know, getting the referee. Come here, let let me have a go at that. Yeah, go on. I'll just get on.
What a film, man.
Brilliant. I'll let you go. Sorry.
That's all right, right. Well,
Another thing that we could talk about for hours.
Exactly. Well, I'm sure we'll do this again before the end of the thing, no doubt, Johnny. But thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And thank you to everyone that's commented. Really appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, the one of magnificent Johnny Vegas.
There is a box that you can...
Yeah, there is a box. Sorry, he's gone. There is a box where you can donate. Thank you very much. I do appreciate everyone for watching these. It's the third one so far. Got another one next week. Who have we got? It's a mystery to me as well. But don't worry, we'll have an excellent guest. We'll have 3 excellent guests. We're going to make it 4. Thank you very much for watching this super long version of Ginteresting Conversations. Hope you enjoyed yourself, and we'll see you next week. Thank you very much.